Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, into the analysis of this channel. I want to appreciate you so much because of that continuity that you are ensuring that you are supporting this channel. Now, if it is about those who are going to suffer in terms to those who are likely to be nominated as cabinet secretaries from Mount Kenya region, I want to say it very clear. There is a push that is coming immediately after there is a leakage that after William Samoei Ruto is going to come back into the country, is going to name those whom he is proposing to fill the spaces of the cabinet secretaries. And I want to say that in terms to whatever is going to happen in that week where William Ruto is expected to announce or to name the names that he's proposing to be in his cabinet, I want to say it very clear without any fear of contradiction that that week is going to be messy. Is going to be with a lot of confusion, a lot of conversation, and some of people who are likely to call themselves as so close allies to Deputy President, to William Samoei Ruto, and also Rigathi Gachagua, is going to be so much hatred. Why am I saying that? When I was looking at the last election in Kiambu County, there's this man called Wainaina Jango. Wainaina Jango was the former member of parliament of Thika Town. And in terms to his politics, he was a so close ally to William Ruto by then when they were preparing this party called UDM. But when the nomination reached, Wainaina was shown the door. And to be shown the door, William Samoei Ruto was unable to control the politics of Kiambu to come up with a scenario that they were going to select a certain person that was going to represent the UDA brigade at one ticket. And that is why you see, in such a scenario where the affiliate parties that were in Kenya Kwanza Alliance, like Tujibebe Wote of William Kabogo ran for gubernatorial race of Kiambu County. When it comes to Moses Kuria of Chama cha Kazi, he also ran for that seat. When it comes to Wainaina Jango, that by that time he failed clinching the certificate of UDA, he came up with the independent ticket. He was number 2. So, ladies and gentlemen, Wainaina Jango has come out alleging that William Samoei Ruto betrayed him so much. Now, let us go to Ketu Waruguru. Ketu Waruguru, when it comes to the preparation of UDA party in the Mount Kenya region and also preaching the ideologies and also the words of UDA, Ketu Waruguru came up the other time ensuring that she was going to support William Samoei Ruto's UDA in Laikipia County because by then he was the woman rep of Laikipia County. So after that, she decided that she was not going to defend her seat as the women rep of Laikipia. Rather, she decided to go for a member of parliament of Laikipia East constituency for nomination. And she failed to clinch that certificate. Of course, the nomination of UDA, and the other person won that nomination. So also, when it comes to Ketu Waruguru, she has been always on a limelight, begging, I want to say begging Rigathi Gachagua that we mtoto wetu ukipita usiniache. This is something that Ketu Waruguru has been talking about over and over, even if the meeting, maybe the delegates meeting, as far as we are concerned with the politics of Kenya Kwanza Alliance, I want to say that she has been always very elaborate in terms to those who are likely to be given jobs as cabinet secretaries. Now, everything went as that. When it comes to also there's a man called Mwangi Kiunjuri. Mwangi Kiunjuri is a man of his own. I want to say it without any fear of contradiction. In terms to how I do understand the politics of Mwangi Kiunjuri, is not a man of so much words in terms to what he believes in the presidency of William Samoei Ruto, though he's showing that interest that they are together. Yes, so I don't see the scenario why Mwangi Kiunjuri should not be told to resign to be given cabinet secretary, because the other time he was the cabinet secretary. Why is it that these people are not suggesting Ketu Waruguru to be the cabinet secretary? Why is it that Wainaina Jungle is crying that William Ruto used him? There are several members of parliament that are requesting for that favor that William Samoei Ruto to give them, because one thing that they're looking for is that Mount Kenya region to have a bigger percentage of cabinet secretaries, that they're not going to accept the bigger percentage of cabinet secretaries to be in Rift Valley only than other parts of Kenya. When it comes to coastal region, they're targeting Aisha Juma, Hassan Omar, Mvuria. When it comes to western region, there are people like Mudavadi, Cleophas Malala, and several of them, if I'm not wrong. When it comes to Nyanza region, they're targeting people from Kisii, Nyamira, and Migori. And maybe if likely God will come down, maybe Kisumu. I want to say it very clear. If Kikuyus are looking forward to have more cabinet secretaries from Mount Kenya region, I want to say yo musahau. Why am I saying that? Because William Samoei Ruto is having more friends when it comes to Western region. They are demanding the cabinets. When it comes to Bungoma County, they are requesting. When it comes to Kakamega, they want. When it comes to where again, Trans Nzoia, yeah, people like Chris Wamalwa, yeah, that stood with UDA vying for gubernatorial race in Trans Nzoia County, but he failed. That is whatever is happening. When it comes to coastal region, Kilifi is demanding that it's Aisha Juma. Kwale Mvuria is demanding. Mombasa Omar Hassan is demanding, and other women, other people in coastal region. When it comes to Rift Valley, people of Nakuru, people of Rift Valley, I think Nakuru is part of Mount Kenya region, that is counties that are in Mount Kenya region, but the truth to be said is falling at the place that may be listed as counties that are in Rift Valley diaspora. But in terms to Rift Valley, every county is demanding for cabinet. So ladies and gentlemen, after that we are having also women. Women are demanding for the cabinet secretaries, because the other time I saw Charity Ngili coming out saying that they're watching and looking if William Samoei Ruto is going to fulfill that 50. About 50% of women being in the cabinet ministries, if I'm not wrong. But what we are looking at this time of William Ruto naming these cabinet secretaries, I want to say that it's going to be messy. It's going to be not a conducive environment for Kenya Kwanza Brigade and also their allies. Some of them expect one thing. Some of them are going to be angry. They are going to be angered, and they are going to move out to concentrate on other things in their lives. After that, they're going to prepare how they're going to come back 2027, because that is the scenario. But for me, this Gema nation, they must be very curious in terms to those who are going to be selected as cabinet secretaries from Mount Kenya region, because the Rigathi Gachagua on the other side is promising them that they're going to be given these seats. But in terms to how deputy president is coming from Mount Kenya region, I think that they are expecting a bigger and a good percentage of cabinet secretaries going to come from Mount Kenya region. And that is whatever is happening. And that is why you see people like Ketu Waruguru are begging for this. People like Aisha Juma, people like Omar Hassan, people like Mwangi Kiunjuri is not talking about, but I think Mwangi Kiunjuri is a senior person that also should be recognized in terms to the cabinet secretaries, and other more from Mount Kenya region that are just keeping quiet. So ladies and gentlemen, bye bye till we meet on another video.